Welcome to Qatar, a jewel of the Arabian Gulf, a land where ancient Bedouin traditions meet futuristic skylines, where every corner tells a story. We're going to dive deep into the heart of Qatar's culture, luxury, and raw beauty. So buckle up, subscribe, and let's uncover Qatar together. Qatar, officially the state of Qatar, is a country in West Asia. It occupies the Qatar Peninsula on the northeastern coast of the Arabian Peninsula in the Middle East. It shares its sole land border with Saudi Arabia to the south, with the rest of its territory surrounded by the Persian Gulf. The Gulf of Bahrain, an inlet of the Persian Gulf, separates Qatar from nearby Bahrain. The capital is Doha, home to over 80% of the country's inhabitants. Most of the land area is made up of flat, low-lying desert. Qatar has been ruled as a hereditary monarchy by the House of Thani since Mohammed bin Thani signed an agreement with Britain in 1868 that recognized its separate status. Following Ottoman rule, Qatar became a British protectorate in 1916 and gained independence in 1971. The current emir is Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, who holds nearly all executive, legislative, and judicial authority in an autocratic manner under the Constitution of Qatar. He appoints the Prime Minister and Cabinet. The partially elected Consultative Assembly can block legislation and has a limited ability to dismiss ministers. In early 2017, the population of Qatar was 2.6 million, although only 313,000 of them were Qatari citizens and 2.3 million were expatriates and migrant workers. Its official religion is Islam. The country has the fourth highest GDP, PPP, per capita in the world and the 11th highest GNI per capita, Atlas method. It ranks 42nd in the Human Development Index, the third highest HDI in the Arab world. It is a high-income economy backed by the world's third largest natural gas reserves and oil reserves. Qatar is one of the world's largest exporters of liquefied natural gas and the world's largest emitter of carbon dioxide per capita. In the 21st century, Qatar emerged as both a major non-NATO ally of the United States and a middle power in the Arab world. Its economy has grown rapidly due to its resource wealth, and its geopolitical power has risen through its media group, Al Jazeera Media Network, and reported financial support for rebel groups during the Arab Spring. Qatar also forms part of the Gulf Cooperation Council. We begin in the capital, Doha. The Corniche offers the perfect introduction, stretching along the bay with panoramic views of a skyline that rivals the world's best. This is where Qatar's future is written in glass and steel. Doha is the capital city and main financial hub of Qatar. Located on the Persian Gulf coast in the east of the country, north of Al Wakra and south of Al Khor and Lusail, it is home to most of the country's population. It is also Qatar's fastest growing city, with over 80% of the nation's population living in Doha or its surrounding suburbs, known collectively as the Doha metropolitan area. Doha was founded in the 1820s as an offshoot of Al Bida. It was officially declared as the country's capital in 1971 when Qatar gained independence from being a British protectorate. As the commercial capital of Qatar and one of the emergent financial centers in the Middle East, Doha is considered a beta-level global city by the Globalization and World Cities Research Network. Metropolitan Doha includes parts of Al Rayyan, such as Education City, an area devoted to research and education, and Hamad Medical City, an administrative area of medical care. It also includes Doha Sports City, or Aspire Zone, an international sports destination that includes Khalifa International Stadium, Hamad Aquatic Center, and the Aspire Dome. The city was host to the first ministerial-level meeting of the Doha Development Round of World Trade Organization negotiations. It was also selected as host city of several sporting events, including the 2006 Asian Games, the 2011 Pan-Arab Games, the 2019 World Beach Games, the World Aquatics Championships, the FIVB Volleyball Club World Championship, the WTA Finals, and most of the games at the 2011 AFC Asian Cup. In December 2011, the World Petroleum Council held the 20th World Petroleum Conference in Doha. Additionally, the city hosted the 2012 UNFCCC climate negotiations and the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The city will host the 2027 FIBA Basketball World Cup. The city also hosted the 140th Inter-Parliamentary Union Assembly in April 2019 and hosted the 18th yearly session of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change in 2012. Doha has been named as the second safest city in the world in the Numbeo Crime Index by City 2021. The index tracks safety in 431 cities. Doha is also a cultural powerhouse. At the Museum of Islamic Art, you'll discover over 1,400 years of creativity, curated in a building designed by I.M. Pei himself. The culture of Qatar is strongly influenced by traditional Bedouin culture, with less acute influence deriving from India, East Africa, and elsewhere in the Persian Gulf. The peninsula's harsh climate has historically shaped the lifestyle of its inhabitants, driving a reliance on the sea for sustenance and fostering a distinct emphasis on maritime activities within local culture. Arts and literature themes are often related to sea-based activities. Qatari folklore and music best exemplify the state's marine tradition, with pearling trips serving as the main inspiration for music and traditional Qatari myths, like May and Gilan, being centered around the sea. Although visual arts were historically unpopular due to Islam's stance on depictions of sentient beings, the mid-20th century heralded a transformative era in Qatari arts, catalyzed by newfound prosperity from oil exports. This period witnessed the emergence of the modern Qatari art movement, with artists such as Jassim Zaini, Yusuf Ahmad, and Ali Hassan pioneering the transition to a vibrant contemporary art scene, supported by government and institutions like the Qatari Fine Arts Society, the National Council for Culture, Arts and Heritage, and in contemporary times, Qatar museums. Parallel to Qatar's artistic renaissance, its literary tradition underwent a renaissance of its own. Originating in the 19th century, Qatari literature evolved in response to Qatar's social and economic development. While Nabati poetry initially held sway, the post-1950 era saw a proliferation of literary genres like short stories and novels, reflecting increasing educational opportunities. Notably, the mass participation of Qatari women in the modern literature movement broke social norms, as women were historically less active in traditional forms of art. Beyond arts and literature, Qatari society is characterized by various traditions and customs deeply rooted in its history as an Arab Islamic country. Nomadic pastoralism, principally of camels, and pearl fishing were once cornerstone livelihoods, with the Bedouin and Hadar, settled, communities each contributing unique customs and social structures. Central to Qatari social life is the majlis, a communal gathering space where traditions, storytelling, and social interactions converge. Family values, community ties, and hospitality are among the most essential values in local society. Cultural policies and affairs are regulated by the Ministry of Culture. The current minister is Abdul Rahman bin Hamad bin Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. Souq Waqif is a marketplace souq in Doha, the capital of Qatar. The souq sells traditional garments, spices, handicrafts, and souvenirs. It is also home to restaurants and shisha lounges. The original building is a specimen of traditional Qatari architecture and dates back to the late 19th to early 20th centuries. It was renovated in 2006. It is located in the district of Al Souq, which is situated in the center of Doha. As it was a market used for trading activities, the area used to be located immediately on the shore to allow for boats to access it from Doha Bay. Souq Waqif's position relative to the bay was significantly altered throughout the late 1950s and early 1960s due to land reclamation for the Doha Corniche, which shifted the coastline approximately 335 meters, 1,099 feet, northward. As of the 2020s, the area between the souq and the coast comprises a northern expansion of the market itself, Abdullah bin Jassim Street and Souq Waqif Park. The current distance from the northern edge of Souq Waqif to the coast is about 215 meters, 705 feet. This space encompasses two major roadways, Abdullah bin Jassim Street, a 20 meters, 66 feet, wide four-lane road with a 40 kilometers per speed limit, and Al Corniche Road, a 35 meters, 115 feet, wide 8-lane thoroughfare with an 80 kilometers OR limit. These roads account for over 25% of the distance between the souq and the coast. While the physical distance is relatively short, pedestrian access is complicated by traffic infrastructure. Qatar isn't just preserving its past, it's boldly building its future. In Lusail City, the skyline is rising fast, and it hosted the final match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Then there's the Pearl Qatar, a luxurious man-made island where elegance meets lifestyle. Cafes, yachts, designer boutiques, it's all here. And the Doha Metro, one of the most advanced rail systems in the world, clean, fast, and perfect for navigating the city. Ready for an adrenaline rush? Head into Qatar's desert for an unforgettable adventure. Dune bashing is a must. Strap in as expert drivers surf the golden waves of sand. At the inland sea, or Coral Adide, you'll find a rare natural wonder where desert meets ocean, one of only a few such places in the world. Don't forget to try camel riding or sandboarding to complete the experience. Qatari cuisine is made up of traditional Arab cuisine. Makbous, a meal consisting of rice, meat, and vegetables, is the national dish in Qatar, typically made with either lamb or chicken and slow-cooked to give it a depth of flavor. Seafood and dates are staple food items in the country. Before the meal commences, it is customary to serve coffee or tea. Arabic coffee, brewed in brass coffee pots infused with cardamom, offers a distinctive aroma and flavor, beloved by locals and visitors alike. Served in small porcelain cups, guests often consume 3 to 5 cups, signaling their satisfaction by gently shaking the cup when they have had their fill. Hot tea, typically flavored with mint and sweetened with sugar, may also be served in small glass mugs. Both coffee and tea are commonly offered not only in social settings before a work. Restaurants traditionally serving Qatari and Arabic food are called matbaks, with notable concentrations being in Souq Waqif, the Pearl Qatar, and the Doha Corniche area. Dates, kolas, hold significant cultural and culinary importance as the national fruit of Qatar. This cultivation tradition dates back thousands of years and is deeply ingrained in the region's agricultural heritage. Qatar's culinary scene is as diverse as its population. Try traditional dishes like makbous, spiced rice with meat, or lakaimat, sweet dumplings. For upscale dining, head to Nobu Doha, the largest Nobu in the world perched over the Arabian Gulf. From street food to 5-star meals, Qatar has something for every palate. From the timeless traditions of the souqs to the soaring skylines of the future, Qatar is a land of contrast and harmony. Whether you're here for luxury, adventure, or culture, it's all waiting for you. Thanks for joining me on this Qatar. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this adventure. Until next time, Ma al-Salama.